know there's gonna be some brighter days. I swear that love will find you in your pain. I feel it in me like the beating of life in my veins. I know there's gonna be some brighter days. I know there's gonna be some brighter days. Hey everybody, let's learn Brighter Days by Blessing Offor on the ukulele. So first we need a G minor, an E flat, B flat, and an F. Now, if you're just trying to get these chords underneath your fingers, I want to show you a couple of tricks that'll help you navigate the transitions between these chords. So we have a G minor like this. So we have index finger on the first fret of the first string. Then we have the middle finger is going to be on the second fret of the C string, and then ring finger on the third fret of the E string like this, leaving the G string open. When you transition from G minor to E flat, just take your middle finger and then shift it over one fret toward the body, right? So now we're on the third fret, first fret, like that for your E flat. When you have your B flat, what you're going to do is that your index finger is going to rock up a little bit this way, and then you're going to create stairs with your fingers. Unless you'd like the full bar chord, that's totally fine. And you see how my fingers are not straight up and down like this? They're more so at an angle. That's going to help you to be able to bar this first fret right here and then keep your wrist straight so that you're just using the tips of your fingers. See how they can just sit up tall like that so that they don't push against any other or mute any other strings around it for that B flat. That's going to help. And then you have your F chord. Index finger is just going to rock up a little bit, and then middle finger is going to go one string closer to your nose. And then you're going to release the other fingers for your F chord. Now, let's break this song into two basic parts. We have the choruses and then we have the verses, but you're going to notice, you're going to notice, almost got tongue-tied there, but you're going to notice that the verses are very similar to the choruses. So once you put that groundwork down on the choruses, you're going to be fine. But you're going to have to count in your head, okay? You got to promise me you're going to count. So we're going to count eighth notes. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. It's going to be important because we're going to be playing on the offbeat. So we have a G minor first. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. So do you hear that? 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. You're just going to be strumming down on eighth notes, but where you place your chord changes matters. So we have a G minor for a full four counts. So I go 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Now E flat is 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. That B flat is anticipated. Okay, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Okay, you're going to complete that 3 times. So we have G minor, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, G minor. I swear that love will find you in your B flat, G minor. I feel it in me like the E flat, B flat, 3 and 4 and. Then we get to the last part. We have an F for a full measure. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. I know there's gonna be some brighter days. You see that? 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and E flat and B flat, F. I know there's gonna be some E flat, B flat. Okay? Now when you have the verses, it's the same thing. We have G minor. Whoa, ashes fall from E flat, B flat, G minor. Whoa, never lived through times like these. G minor. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3. Now we have an F for a measure, and then an E flat for a measure. 3 and 4. 4, and. So the verse is very similar to the chorus. You see that? But the ending is going to be a little different. We have an F for a full measure and an E flat for a full measure at the end. And then that's it. You switch between the choruses and the verses. Now there's something that I like to add in there just to add some variation, because just to strum down can be really great to keep track of where you are. But let's say that you've already, you've been on this journey, this musical journey for a while. I want to show you something that I like to do to switch it up. So at the very last count 4, I like to add a couple of 16th notes. And a. How do I add that? So I have 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and a. All right. Now you can add the and a wherever you would like to, just as long as you know where you are in the music, right? Just as long as you're keeping count. But if you have these straight eighth notes, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and, it's great. But if you want to add an and a at the end, it really helps. So 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and a, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and a. See that? So we have the I swear that love will find you in your pain. And 2 and 3 and 4 and a, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and a, 1 and 2 and the B songwriter, E flat, B flat. Do you see that? So there's no right or wrong answer to putting in that and-a. It just switches it up a bit from that eighth note drive. But I would say that if you add it too many times, then it doesn't become special. So I'd say experiment where you're going to put that in there and then see how it goes. If you want the full play along for this tutorial, I have that on my Patreon page. You can hear how it all fits together there. If you want some more free videos, I'm going to put them over here. And I hope that you enjoyed this video. And remember, you are loved. Bye.